Yeah, give this to me. Hi, I'm Katie for Katie Chats. When did you start stand-up?
I did stand up once, actually.
Are you a sketch or an actress?
I'm an actress.
I don't know. See, you're better at this than me.
For Katie Chats in downtown Toronto with stand-up comedian Dom Pare. How does it feel to be nominated for one of the best stand-ups in the city?
It's par for the course. Happens to me all the time. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's been a long problem with me. I've got a long highway of missed road stops. Feels great. I don't know. I'll say this. It's good. I like it. I'm nominated with some of the people I love the most in stand-up. One of them's Pete Zedlacker, and he's amazing. So now that I'm nominated next to him, the next thing to do is beat him, and then I guess take his strength. I don't know how it works, but at some point I need to be good. And I don't know. It's all right. I've been doing this for too long. I don't know why I still do stand-up. It's horrible. The fact you're interviewing me is shocking. Most people don't even know I exist. It's rare that anyone cares about dick jokes. I happen to be really good at them, but that's not a good skill that you can bring into an office environment and talk to an HR person about or anything like that. But it's good. I like it.
What was your inspiration behind becoming a comic?
I just like being funny. Like, if funny's in the beginning when you start stand-up, it's like, I just want to be funny. It's just A plus B equals punchline. And then as time goes on, it becomes more interesting because you can make people experience other things. You can make them have a cathartic moment. It's not just, oh, that's a setup punchline. It means something more to them if you're commenting on an extra dimension in life that they've all gone through commonly. And sometimes it's just like men and women are different, bleh, but other times it's like, what's wrong with our society? And then you tag a dick joke at the end and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you brought us back to a safe spot, but you made us uncomfortable for a while. We like tension, That's what I like.
What is your artistic process like? How do you come up with the jokes?
Whatever makes me angry, I write it down. And then I go up on stage and I list it out. And that seems to work. That's pretty much it. A lot of comics will sort of dicker on an idea for a long time, just play with it. Sometimes I'll force myself to write it out if it's really big, complex, and it needs to be contiguous and work as an overall piece. But generally, I just go up and throw words into the air and then get a shape of the joke as I sort of edit it in real time. And then I might force myself to sit down and actually write it just to edit it. But, generally I just say it. And if I think it's funny, there's usually, there's a soul to the joke that you can feel exists. And then you do it. And that's pretty much it.
And you've been a finalist at so many different competitions, Just for Laughs, YUK'S. There's countless ones. And then you won the Ambush Award here in Toronto. What has it been like being recognized for your talent as a comedian?
It's like not being recognized. I say it's the same. I could walk around with medals draping from my chest and you really wouldn't know why. People don't, a stand-up doesn't exist in this country in the way that it does in the States. People, if you list off all the stand-ups they'll be like, oh, Louis C.K., Bill Burr, Patrice O'Neill, Drew Carey, all these top-level comics in the States. And honestly, we have a hotbed of amazing comedians here, and we don't usually get any notice at all. So whenever I get a nice sort of pat on the back, if you will, being like, hey, good job, you're evolving, you're growing, here's an award, here's a nomination, it's nice. But in terms of the actual real repercussions of it, there's no money generally that's just given to you, and you're not immediately famous, you don't get TV deals, most people don't know who you are. So it's good and bad, because you really have to love stand-up to do it in Canada. You need to love it or you're out. You're not going to be able to do it. In the States, you could kind of like stand-up and you do it and make money and you kind of have a brand and you can sort of build something there and not love it. Here, we generally are 15 to 20 years before we're an overnight success. So all these things are more like industry credits that mostly industry people would care about. But if it was, if it was the States, I'd be in a sitcom by now. But here I'm like sitting in a basement being interviewed by Katie Chats,
Burn. Why do you think so many comedians in Canada, why do you think we have so many comedians in Canada, and why are Canadians funny?
I think it's probably because of what I was talking about. Honestly, the lack of recognition kind of keeps us super humble, and we don't have that moment to have like this huge unchecked ego. If you have an unchecked ego, you're just not going to move forward within this industry. Everyone knows each other. We know each other by name and by face, and we see each other at open mics all the time. You couldn't be like, yo, I'm the best, just believe it. You can't do that. I saw you bomb 5 minutes ago at the first open mic we were at. Now we're at the second one, and you're bombing again. I can't buy your hype, and where there's a lot of hype people that can exist. When there's a bigger market, there's just guys who can exist where they're just cheerleaders, basically. They just walk out and they're like, yo, what up? Where are my people at? And they're just cheerleading. And people will be like, oh, I love that guy. He's saying things loudly, But here you have to have content and humility and not think you're above the audience, because you're not. Honestly, if they walk out of that room, you disappear from their brain immediately. You're vapor all of a sudden. It doesn't have the staying power. So yeah, that's probably why. And honestly, probably the East Coast. Those guys are crazy. And yeah, I'd say the East Coast, if you go there, that's like stereotypical Canadian. And they exist, and then they don't have a good economy, so they just parachute into little pockets of Canada and spread their sense of humor around. And then Quebec kind of keeps us liberal, and we'll make dirtier jokes because they want dirtier and more physical. They're really big on physical. And then Vancouver is where you tighten up your writing and be more quiet because they're very PC. But it all blends together.
What advice would you give to an aspiring comedian?
Get out. Get out now. I don't need any more competition. Please, I don't need any more. This is already a dying dream, and the industry's falling apart. Run. If you're a young, up-and-coming comic, get out.
Where's the best place to find out more information on you and to follow your career online?
It's my Twitter handle is @GetOut now. It's at DPARE, and you can read my tweets where I threaten you to get out. I have Facebook. Who cares? I have an internet page. I don't know. It's on a card somewhere. It's like DomPareComedy.com. You're not gonna go. just YouTube me. Yeah, YouTube.
Thank you so much, Dom. Congrats on all of your success, and best of luck in the years to come.
Thank you. I've liked talking direct to the camera now.
I'm Katie Hallman reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto. That's great.
Hi, I am Katie. Sorry. Yeah, Katie Chats. I'm both of them. You've interviewed people that I want to say are important, like that Twitter guy, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Wait, what Twitter guy? What Twitter guy? Yeah, which Twitter guy?
Well, the guy who founded it.
Oh, I didn't interview him.
Why not? Why don't you like Twitter?
I do like Twitter.
What is your Twitter handle?
Katie Ullman or Katie Ullman Chat.
Okay, so why wouldn't you interview the Twitter guy?
Well, I would interview him, but
have you tried tweeting him?
No.
Have you tried tweeting him just to be like, hey, what's up?
I haven't. Have you?
Yeah, all the time. I interview him every day.
What do you ask him?
Why he's not talking to you, clearly. Every time I'm like, you gotta talk to Katie. And he says she never tweets.
Okay.
A good improviser would just take the suggestion and run. I'm dealing with sketch. I need to define the end point. What the fuck is going on?
My dad.
Here, you be Katie.
I'll probably be Katie. Hey, I'm Katie Ullman of Katie Chats. Sup? Whatevs? I don't even know. Katie, like, how's it going?
Wait, am Katie still?
Yeah, you're.
Oh, I'm double Katie? Well, Katie, you know exactly how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah. Well, because we collectively are Katie Squared. That's our stand-up group. We do a tour.
Katie Squared. We're both Katie. Here's the thing. Why do you have sort of a beard?
Okay. People ask Katie. Okay. Because I want a full beard, but I just can't because I'm still Katie on the inside, so I just can't grow a full beard. It just doesn't work. I'm still on birth control, so...
Is that like being, like, still Jenny from the block? Like, you're still Katie on the inside?
Oh, yeah. I'm forever Jenny on the block, though. I don't... The Katie will go away, but, like, my Jenny from the block is there forever.
Katie, you sound a little, like a little gay.
People tell me this all the time. It's not... It's actually a glandular disorder. It's not... My voice is just a little off. It shouldn't be. And I'm in the process of becoming Dom Pare. So I just need to change my voice to a little deeper, more angry sounding one.
More antagonistic.
Yeah.
Less friendly.
Yeah. But like right now I'm like Dom Ullman. I'm like kind of half and half. I've got the man part, but I'm just still Katie on the inside.
Such a common problem with Katie.
Yeah.
It really is.
I know, right?
Half me, half her. This is so real. I remember when I was Katie, I interviewed this guy on Twitter. He runs all of it.
Oh, I've been wanting to interview him.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Tweeted him.
That's crazy.
I know. And I was talking to me earlier, and me didn't want to do it.
What?
I know.
That's like actually ridiculous, because like...
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I tweeted him this one time, and he just like retweeted it, but one of those retweets where they just don't say anything, and they just have the RT, and I was like, "Okay." Yeah.
Oh, so you could tell by the tone of the RT. It was
it was really lowercase. I was like, it was italicized. I was like, "Come on now, I just want to interview you," and he was like, "Retweet," and I was like, "This does not answer my question at all."
Let's talk about some hard-hitting facts. This basement, it's not flooded.
No, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Good on you.
Yeah, solid.
I'm glad that we didn't come down to mold.
Could you imagine if we just did our interviews with Dom and Gareth swimming? Like we all we both just had bikinis on and we were just swimming.
Yeah, I'll do that, but you got a mic above the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Like have pickups everywhere.
Yeah, and we do some underwater shots. It would be amazing.
Podcast run in the corner of a pool only, trying to pretend like I'm having fun. You know when they go to hot tub shots where they're like, "Hey, we're having the most fun."
Yeah.
Like, oh no, you're not.
And they have.
You hate this. There's a camera rammed in your face. Like everyone's like the lighting's off and they're worried about the camera and it's dumb is the point.
And nobody actually looks like they're enjoying their fake martinis.
Yeah.
Like
all the beers that they're holding but not drinking because they're not.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh my god, I love beer." They're like, "I just turned 16."
16, Katie? You
do
not look 16.
I know, right? I've had a lot of plastic surgery.
How old are you really?
16. I just said.
You really?
Me?
Yeah, Gareth.
Oh, I was confused. I was like, "Hey, Katie is 16. I'm 19.
You're 19?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Why?
I'm 35. I'm dying in front of you.
You look like a rotting corpse. It's kind of...
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to be around me.
A little. I just can't be here right now. I kind of am...
I fucking believe you're saying this shit to Katie's face. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you really let yourself go, Katie. Like, come on now.
Katie needs to go on a diet.
But we're getting like food after this for sure, right?
I don't even think that's how this mic works. Like,
I don't.
Nice stickers
just...
though.
Go up now, throw them off. Shoot them off.
Oh my god, I'm taping this.
Just...
Like really? On YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube hit.
Oh my god, we're gonna be...
Okay, now look.
Could you imagine? That's how we got like famous. Just this random Katie chat.
That'd be great.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be awesome. Oh no,
right.
Katie.
Thanks, guys.
Katie's up in this party.
All right. Well, thanks for being me, guys.
No problem. Thanks,
See you later.
Good mic control.
Katie.
You're the real Katie. You're the real Katie in all of us, Gary.
This is Katie, Katie, and Katie.
There's a little Katie in all of us, and everyone knows.
There is.
Okay, do you want to do something fun or silly? You want to look at each other suspiciously or confused? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That was it.
You guys are like, what is going on?
I really just wish we had some